Okay, it says we're live. Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer, and I'm stitching in the bluegrass. I'm here with.
I'm Michelle with Made by Michelle McGraw, and we are also joined by that.
Delicia with Kentucky Sass.
This way. Yeah.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
There's nobody beside me.
So our camera is flipped tonight, so everything looks in
Backward.
yeah, looks backwards. So how are you guys doing this week?
Good.
Good week?
Who's
So
ready for
far.
Thanksgiving?
Me, I am ready to eat big.
Yeah.
Have
Me
you
too.
started cooking?
No,
Do
no,
you
not
cook?
good.
Yes.
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 Do
Yeah,
you
I
cook?
guess we do. Yeah. We always go to the lake for Thanksgiving, and it's like cousins, aunts, and uncles on my mom's side. And then I always host Christmas. So, but I do have to make broccoli casserole for the first time this year for Thanksgiving.
I'm
So
making that. Are you using
I,
Paula Dean's recipe?
I got to find one.
Use Paula Dean's. It's really good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So they needed a vegetable side. So I'm bringing peas, broccoli casserole, and a dessert.
Mm.
I
But
don't know. I'm cooking it all. I've had requests from the boys. They all want sweet potato casserole, fresh green beans. I don't eat green beans, so I'm the
oh,
weird
they're my
one.
favorite.
Oh no,
I love green beans.
I
they
eat them
love
right out of
them.
the can.
Nope, nope. I don't
I'm
eat
not
them,
that bad.
but they love them.
They're my
So
favorite.
nope, I don't eat them, but
Put
I
bacon
make them.
grease in
I'll
'em.
make them.
Yeah. So
So,
what else did they request?
sweet potato casserole, green beans, obviously turkey stuffing. I make a cornbread stuffing, and I think we're doing crescent rolls,
I love
and I
crust.
think that's it. And I don't think I'm making a pumpkin pie this year because by the time everybody's done eating, nobody eats the pumpkin pie. So I don't
Yeah.
think I'm cooking a pumpkin pie.
So, Michelle, in your cornbread casserole, is it like cornbread?
Yes, yes.
No
I will break
sugar?
apart cornbread. I add sausage to it, although my husband says he could take or leave the sausage in it. But yeah, I cook the cornbread and then I will bust it apart and make it, into the stuffing.
I
Okay, just
love
so
that.
you guys know, comments are starting to roll in.
Really?
Okay.
So for people that are watching, I'm the only one that can see the comments. We're not exactly sure why, but I will relay them. So everybody, just so you guys know, everybody's saying hello. Um, there are people from Nova Scotia, Canada
Oh,
here,
wow.
from Iceland,
My gosh.
Northeast Ohio, Chicago, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Uh,
I've
Awesome.
always wanted to go to Nova Scotia.
I've never like my mom says, "Is it me or is the video glitching?" Mom, it's because I'm accidentally moved the camera. Unless you're actually glitching, I'm not sure. But
I
we got
think you
Florida
look fine.
here.
Isn't Anna Green Gables, wasn't she Nova Scotia?
I
I
don't
love that
know.
show.
I remember that book when I was a girl,
Yeah.
but I don't remember where.
Well, I've always wanted
Um,
to go there.
Alberta, Canada, I'm assuming. New Jersey, Tennessee, Rose from North Carolina.
Oh.
Hey, Rose.
Stitching with the Sisterlies is here.
Oh,
Oh,
and I want to show Stitching with the Sisters Lees. I want to show them my grandma's. I told them I would do this. Well,
Stitchy Witch is here.
this is my mama's coat of many colors. So she handmade this
You've
when I was
showed
real
that
young.
before, haven't you?
No, because I never take it out of my house. And I had told Cheryl of us, I had talked about it and told Cheryl I would show it sometime.
Oh, we don't. She'll
I
be
bet.
back.
Yeah, she'll join right back in.
I think that she had told us about that at the retreat that we had in February.
Gotcha.
because I know I know. I hope she comes back. Anyway,
I'm
she'll
sure she
be
will.
back. Yeah.
You just give it her a minute.
Yeah. So, let me see comments. Immediate family is celebrating Thanksgiving this Saturday, baking all day tomorrow. Gail, we want to know what you're baking.
Yes.
Janet
And do we
Jabber's
need
here.
to bake it?
Yeah, right. Send us the recipes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I made those cranberry pumpkin muffins day before yesterday or whatever. Oh, they turned out so good. And one
They
of the
look good.
girls from Stitch and Stuff asked me what the recipe was, and I was like, I just threw it all together. I don't
That's how
know.
I cook. That's how I
Yeah.
cook.
So I did kind of remember, because I had just done it. If it had been a week later, I probably wouldn't have remembered.
Yeah.
But
I throw everything in the pot and call it good. So
yes. And I was always scared to bake because I would think like everything had to be so precise when you bake. Like
some
when you're
things do, some things don't. Because I've had a lot of
Yes.
baking fails, like especially if you're baking like baked goods and silly stuff, as in growing up, my mom always bought margarine. Well, if the recipe calls for margarine, you use margarine. If it calls for butter, you use
Yes.
butter. And I didn't know that when I was a young teen and learning how to bake and everything. And so sometimes I'd make cookies and my cookies would be, I'd be like, what's wrong?
right.
So I learned, but
I was just looking to see.
somehow some comments are popping up now.
I know, I just saw that. I don't know if I did that.
I don't know. Phyllis
Okay, so
says hello, lady. So I can see that. Hello, Phyllis.
Delicia's trying to come back. So
Okay.
here she is.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, I went to, I had to tap my heels 3 times to get back. It was awful.
Ah.
Now I'm in the middle.
That's okay.
I did that.
Now
I
I'm not.
just did that.
What are you doing?
I don't know, but I'm seasick.
So,
Oh,
okay.
Greenville, North Carolina.
That's
my niece. Hey,
so-
Reese.
If I
so
click
cool.
on a comment, it will show up on the screen.
Oh,
I see it.
So that way you guys can see some of them as well.
That's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I
We're
heard you
learning
guys
all
talking
kinds of-
about
we're learning all
butter, and I
kinds of
only
stuff.
use butter. I never use margarine.
It depends if the recipe calls for it. I looked under a peanut butter ball recipe that my girlfriend does, which are fantastic, and it calls for margarine. So I was like,
Wow.
oh, I need to get margarine because we just have butter here. So
Yeah.
I'm in the
That's
South.
great.
We cook with butter and buttermilk, and so
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna
Now
have to get margarine.
if you don't have buttermilk, you can add vinegar to regular milk,
Ooh.
and it will react like buttermilk.
Okay,
I
now
didn't know
who
that.
doesn't have buttermilk?
I don't
like not on a regular basis.
I do,
But
because
I will buy
like
it if I'm
cornbread.
cooking or
I
baking.
eat a lot of cornbread, so I have buttermilk.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Then,
I
yeah.
also have bacon grease. But I think you can buy jars of bacon grease now.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, I saw it at Kroger's. That's Kroger's.
I buy fat back and I freeze it. So 'cause that goes in my green beans. Like I
Yep.
said, I don't eat green beans, but apparently mine are the bomb. I couldn't tell you why, but I don't know.
Well,
So,
I'll be down after Thanksgiving and you can fix me some.
there you go.
Yeah.
What is it? Pumpkin coconut pecan pie? Oh, wow. That sounds yummy.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need that in our lives.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So what are you guys stitching any Thanksgiving right now, or have you moved on to Christmas stitching?
I have moved on to Christmas because I have for a long time not done Christmas stitching at all. Like I don't think I did. I haven't done any last year. I didn't do any this year. So I have moved on to Christmas so I could have some Christmas ornaments.
I am doing, I I think it's Barbara Anna's The Secret Gardener Sweeping the Garden. It's
Okay.
the little mouse in the garden, and I've almost got that finished. But we're doing. I'm in the group that's only stitching from the whips, so we're
Oh,
trying to
okay.
hold
Yeah.
out. And now I'm trying to figure out, because we're going to do it again next year, so I have to get everything started like on January 1st, so I don't run out of stuff for next year.
Yeah.
So it's that part's, but I've gotten a lot done this year.
Oh, looks
gotten
like
a lot
Christy is
whips done.
on.
Yes.
Java Girl Stitches. Christy is on.
Oh.
She says she's all Christmas stitching.
Christy,
So-
I love you. Your finishing
know.
is the
I
bomb.
know. She's ridiculous.
I mean, it looks so beautiful.
She
It's
is.
gorgeous.
I
I'm
tell her
in love
that all
with
the
you.
time.
I
I'm like,
vote,
she's-
kick your husband out, call me, I'll come down.
Yeah.
Or out.
Christy,
I guess
you're
it'd be
such
out.
a show off in a good way.
I'm doing a little bit of Thanksgiving stitching still. I really want to get my Thanksgiving stand-ups done. So I've got the boy pilgrim and the girl pilgrim done. I started the turkey. So I'm going to keep on these to get these done. I don't know that I'm going to be able to display them, but I'm also already stitching Christmas. So I'll be moving towards those. And I was looking at some winter patterns today. So, to kind of look what I want to do. So
Yeah. I
Michelle
started on the
Loved.
Lizzie Kate tiny tidings.
Oh,
series
yeah.
Because
Those are
they're
cute.
small and I can get them quickly done and get them ready to hang on the tree. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing anything big, but just little ornaments.
Michelle, I love the stand-up pilgrims and the little, yours is the only Native American ones I've seen. I have never seen those before.
That is an old pattern. And I did it years ago. I think it's totally out of print. Erin just said, Erin is on here from Perpetual Projects. Hey, Erin.
Yeah.
Hi,
I'm
Erin.
working on it. Got 10 done. Erin is amazing as well. I don't know if you guys watch Erin. Erin is amazing. She's
I
awesome.
haven't
I'm
watched
going to have
it,
to
but I
now.
will.
Oh, yeah. You have to check out Erin. She is awesome.
I
Yeah.
will.
So yeah, that's an old pattern. And when I did mine, I did them for my cross stitch boards. And anyhow, I did them. My mom was having some vision issues and she accidentally cut one of my patterns off. So I saw it on Brenda and the Serial Starter where she had done them as original stand-ups. And I was like, that's brilliant. I love that idea. So I went in my cabinet and I was digging. I was like, maybe I gave the pattern away. I still had it. So I had to order the 7-count fabric because I didn't have 7-count fabric.
I didn't even know they made 7-count fabric.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I know they made 10, but I didn't know about the 7.
Yeah, 7. They had white and then this tannish color, and then I think that might have been it. Very, very few choices. But yeah, I didn't know they made 7-count either, but they're super fun to stitch.
Well, those are so cute.
I know.
I loved those.
I will just need to finish them. So fingers crossed, I can finish them with a stand-up.
I know you can do it.
Yeah.
I hope so. You guys are very confident in my sewing.
We've seen that deer, and that deer is just too darn cute.
Oh my gosh, those deer's antlers were no joke to turn. I was like, I bet you I've worked on turning those antlers for 30 minutes. Like I had tweezers and I was picking it out.
Get chopsticks. Get a chopstick.
I have the bamboo turner. So I adapted the pattern a little bit. And so instead of doing it with, I think they called for freezer paper or something like that. And I didn't have that. But I do have these silky sheets that you could print on. And I used them for ornaments years ago. They're for felt ornaments that you can embroider. So you print your pattern through your printer. It goes straight through your printer and it comes out and then you can stick it on your fabric. So the great thing about it is when you were using it, you could stitch the embroidery and then you would soak it off because it dissolves in water.
Wow.
So I thought, I don't need to soak this off because it's going to be on the underside and it's just going to give them some stability. So that made it very easy because I had the pattern to trace on the fabric. But I think when turning it in those antlers, it was hard to turn the fabric and that interfacing on the inside too. So it just took me a little bit, but I got it. So,
Well, I thought it was really cute.
Yeah.
well, thank you. Thank you.
So we have questions coming in.
Okay.
So Phyllis is asking, what's the name of the pilgrim pattern? Do you remember, Michelle?
Thanksgiving Friends. And it's by Needle Love, I think is what it is.
Yeah. Needle Love. It's like Needl apostrophe E or something.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's spelled a little funky. Yeah.
And Gina's asking, is that Clostern fabric?
Yes. Yes. That's the name of it. And I think it's actually, that's the called for. I think that's the actual called for fabric that they recommend in the pattern itself. Who knew? When I did these, I didn't know that it actually called for to make them into stand-ups. So I didn't pay attention, I guess, years ago. I didn't even notice. So
I love that.
Kentucky Stitchers asking what Michelle's YouTube name is. And it's Michelle McGraw on Instagram and FlossTube. She's made by Michelle McGraw.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to go through here real quick, make sure we don't miss anybody.
Yep.
So my mom says she would love to see a video with the transferred paper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can definitely show that next time. Because it's a neat little trick that you can do. I think it's MMMM Crafts. So I think there's 4 M's Crafts, and she does felt ornaments. And so one year she did the 12 days of Christmas. And so there's, I think 13 or 14, because some of them have 2 patterns that you can do. And they're super, super easy. Like you literally put the paper on your felt, you embroider it, cut it out, you embroider it, and like you cut right on the paper. So
is it iron on? Like how do you keep
No, it sticks on. It sticks on.
Oh, it's just sticky.
Yeah, it's I can go grab it right quick. Give me a second, I'll go get it. Hold on.
Okay.
I've
So
never seen that.
Gina says she stitched pillows on that Clostern fabric in the 90s.
Is that
Is it kind of like Lugana? But
is it a linen or
I never heard of it. I don't know.
So
Gina,
I wonder
is
what
it
the 7 stands for?
like it's 7 count?
Okay. So
hey, Michelle, first,
Yep.
Is that Clostern fabric? Is it more like a Lugana or a linen, like as far as texture?
It says that it's an even weave, but I will say I think it stitches like Ada. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's big blocks. It's an Ada. I don't know why they call it an even weave because it's an Ada to me.
Okay.
Unless you were supposed to stitch over 9, which would make them ginormous. And I don't think that's it. So,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, somebody who had 10 count or 14 count, you could use that material and stitch over, like make it like even weave. So instead of stitching over 4 blocks, stitch over 9 blocks, and it would make it bigger if you didn't have that count fabric. So,
yes.
Okay. So it is called Sulky, and it is sticky fabric, and it says printable.
Okay.
Wow.
There we go. And so the sheets come and you're not gonna be able to see this on camera. This is like fuzzy, like you can feel that it's a fiber, and then it's just a sticky back, like a sticker. So you run it through your printer, and then you take it off the sticky back and you put it on your fabric.
So is it like fusible? Is it like a fusible thing, kind of?
Kind of,
You
but
just
it
don't
sticks
iron
to
it?
it, and then you would soak it off with water. But if you're sewing, you don't need to soak it off because it's kind of the weight of interfacing, a light interfacing. So you could just keep it on.
That makes sense.
So yes. So somebody, Heather says, love the sticky fabric sulky for hand applique. Yes, and that's where it really shines. So I think it's MMM Crafts. She has a line of ornaments that she's designed, super easy to follow directions, and she recommended to use this, and that's how I found out about it. And I think this year she has oh, I'm gonna get it wrong. I think she did a series of what is the Christmas Carol? Christmas Carol. I think characters out of Christmas Carol.
Like the
Yeah.
Dickens.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is because I've seen a couple Snapchats of hers, and she's just a phenomenal thing. So if you're interested in doing felt ornaments and they're super easy, she walks you through them. Check her out on Instagram. She's fantastic.
Okay.
So, like, if we were going to do the wool applique, that we could, that would
I've
be the
never
same,
done
right?
wool applique, but I wouldn't see why it wouldn't work. And somebody
Mhm.
says, does the sticky get on your scissors or needles?
That's Darla. Hey,
Yeah.
Darla.
Hi,
Mm,
Darla.
I don't know. I don't think it does because I embroidered
You haven't.
through the sticky, and
Yeah.
I don't think it gunks up my needle at all. And I didn't notice it on my scissors. The only time it gets gunky is when you soak it off. But if you're sewing on it, you don't need to. So
Okay. I might try that. It sounds like something different, something fun.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I did several of them. You got to check her out. She does some fantastic stuff.
Okay.
So, do you guys sew like with a sewing machine? Is cross stitch your main thing, or do you stitch with a sewing machine?
I can put a pillow together. Like I can use my sewing machine. Like I know how it works.
Yeah, I'm
But
a beginner sewer.
I am a
So
very, very, very
Oh, so
Yeah.
Michelle, you're really the bomb.
yeah.
oh no, I'm
Yes.
beginner.
You made zipper project bags.
I made one zipper. Zipper scare me. Zipper
Hey,
scare me.
you did it.
Yeah, but I didn't show you my stitching line on that one either. I didn't zoom in for that. I think my stitching line beside the zipper was like whoop, and my husband looked at that and he was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Don't look at that.
Right.
It
Don't
works.
judge me.
Can't you see?" He was like,
Yeah.
not impressed.
When we went to the retreat that Jennifer had, I made the wonkiest things. It was to put your thread on. You know how they have that little flannel piece, and you put the nice little.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, poor Pam. She used hers, but I am telling you, they thought I was drunk making those. That binding was all over the place.
Hey,
Like,
you
I think I
tried.
left binding in Ohio. I left a track. You could have
Yeah.
found us in Kentucky.
We all got to start somewhere, right? I mean,
Yeah. I
True.
just really needed another activity to,
So Darla says she broke 3 sewing machines this summer.
Oh my.
I haven't done that yet. I guess
I need
it's
to knock
goal.
on wood. I haven't done that yet. Knock on wood first. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I just got my sewing machine. Has it been a year and a half? My husband bought it for me, and it has way more features than I will ever know how to use.
Yeah.
It's pretty fancy. It also does embroidery, which I haven't even
Wow.
ventured to that yet. But it does have some neat things where, like, it's easy to thread and it cuts.
Yes.
It'll knot and cut it for you, so you don't have to backtrack it. And I have it set up to where it knots in the beginning, and I mean, so it has all these amazing features on it. Now, if one of those features goes away and I have to reprogram it, I don't know how to do that. So
Yeah. I use my sewing machine a lot to zigzag along my cross stitch so it won't ravel my
Yeah.
linen. I mean, I kind of like acting like a serger, I
Yeah.
just use the zigzag option and go around my square.
okay, so do I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I never serge my fabric, and I don't care.
Well, I'm always
So-
I don't leave that much of a space.
Oh, okay.
And I'm always scared that it's gonna unravel and I'm not gonna have, I mean, I don't care that some of it, comes
Yeah.
off, but
See, I have to have margin. I have to have space, or it makes my anxiety.
I go 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches.
yeah.
I
around.
prefer 3. I prefer 3.
And I try to pinch my pennies and try to fit as much as I can on my
I mean,
linen.
that's smart. And when I cut my fabric, I do save all of those scraps.
Mhm.
But yeah, edges make my anxiety just, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so Erin doesn't serge either. Woohoo! See?
Yeah. And
Now,
Christy
if the
either.
fabric comes serged, I'm happy with that. But if it's not, and of course, okay, so Stacy, the 911 stitcher, we had a whole conversation that I'm too lazy to go get my rotary cutter and a ruler. So I literally use picking shears sometimes to cut my fabric. And sometimes my cuts are like, whoop,
Yeah.
but I'm too lazy. And she's like, I'm the same way. I'm like, what is wrong with me? It looks like I was drunk cutting this fabric. I wasn't, but
I always look like I was drunk when I'm putting it in my Q snap. Like I can't,
yes.
I can't ever get it like.
Do
it
you,
has to be
do you
straight.
do it in your
It has
hand?
to be straight for me.
Do you?
Otherwise,
I, do it in
I
my
can't
hand.
stitch.
Like
Yeah.
the Q snap when you put it on. Are you holding it in your hand or are you laying it on something?
Usually on the like the coffee table. Or
I think if you hold it in your hand, you'll get it
Mhm.
a lot straighter.
Okay.
Because I don't lay mine down.
I mean, I don't really care, but like
I do because I feel
I know, like I'm
my
like
ship is sinking or something. I can't.
Yeah.
I have to have it
I
straight.
can't
It
stitch
drives
like
me
that.
nuts.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a couple more questions. So Amy's asking, how do we decide what margin to leave? And I personally, like, if it's a very small or an ornament or I'm making like a little pillow, I'll just leave like maybe 2 inches. If I know it's something that I'm going to frame, then, or I'm going to have professionally framed, then I'll leave 3 inches. What do you
See,
guys
I'm
do?
the opposite because I feel like when I take my framing to Stitch and Frame, which is my LNS in Fort Mill, South Carolina, they are fabulous at framing. I don't, but I could take them something that had like hardly any margin and they know how to work it. Where I feel like when I finish stuff myself,
Mm-hmm.
I need to give myself grace. So I want at least 3 inches, on everything.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm wasting the fabric if I do that.
I
If
do
you
2
saw
to
my
3.
fabric stash, it's not a problem.
No.
But for me, like I mean, you probably have a lot more fabric than I do. So I feel like I'm always trying to make the use. Like when I scrapbook, did you keep all your scraps? Or did you just throw them away?
Some of them. If it was a
Okay.
paper pack and all the scraps matched the paper pack, then yes, I kept paper packs together.
Yeah.
But like I'm not keeping
I
a
was
tiny
thinking,
little piece like this.
yeah.
I'm gonna toss that. So
I was thinking maybe that's where I get that from being a
no, that's
scrapbooker.
smart. I think it's smart to use your
keeping your
fabric wisely.
Yeah.
But if you saw my fabric stash, which is years and years and years of collecting,
Sure.
as I told my sister one time, as she came over and looked, I was digging through my fabric stash to see if there was something she could use, and she's like, "Oh, Michelle," and I'm like, "What? It's a hobby." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
No, it's an obsession. You have passed the hobby. You're obsessed. I
Yeah.
did 2 to 3, and mainly because the people I was stitching with, because I would go to Keepsakes pre-COVID, I would go to Keepsakes every Friday, and everybody was doing 2 to 3, and I am just more comfortable having that buffer.
Me
Yeah.
too.
And if I've only finished a couple of things, and I definitely needed the grace.
Okay.
So it looks like people are saying about 2 to 3 inches is typical.
Yeah.
I don't play margin chicken. I don't like that. That I don't like. And I use an app, and so a lot of times I find the app rounds up, so I even have a little bit more security built in there as well.
I always tend to round up.
Yeah.
Whatever I do, I'm rounding up.
Yeah. Oh, but you actually figure the real math. See, I don't figure the math. I just put it in the app.
Well, I've also got a lovely girl named Stephanie Schaefer, and she cuts all my fabric. So I just say 2 to 3, and I started being in a lot of clubs where I was getting fabric, but since I'm not good at cutting, that fabric is my stash, and I just go by what I need for whatever project I'm working on.
Yeah, that makes sense. So a lot of people are saying they use Spray Check. I've never tried that.
I use Spray Check, yeah. It smells really good too.
Does
But
it?
do they
I'm-
use the
I'm snuffing
liquidy
fray
one?
check.
Do they use the
I don't know.
liquid one or the creamy one? Because
We'll
there's
ask
two
Heather.
different
The
fray
liquid.
checks.
Heather, what kind of fray check do you use?
I used
Yeah.
the liquid when I did it.
Yeah. I use the liquid one if I don't want something to like fray out. But when I finish my cross stitch boards, because I cut those to go in frames, and literally the fabric is in the frame to the edge, and then I just switch them out. I use the creamier fray check. It puts like a little finish to the edge, and
Yeah.
like you can feel it. Like you can
Yeah.
actually feel it on there when you use the creamy one. It's white when you push it out of the bottle, and then it dries clear. So you don't see it, but it actually, like, you can feel. I go back sometimes, maybe I missed a spot, and I'll add some more because I can see it or I can feel it a little bit and know that I need a little bit more barrier there.
Okay. So Woolly Sheep Stitcher is asking if we're all from Kentucky.
No, I'm from North Carolina.
I'm from Vico, Kentucky.
And I'm from Fairdale, Kentucky. But we've adopted Michelle because we love her so much.
And she's Southern. And
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care where
cornbread. I
Yeah.
love cornbread.
So, somebody is here from Myrtle Beach. I think I just saw.
Ooh,
Okay.
fun.
Yes, Myrtle Beach. And here's some more. Erin Perpetual Project says that she uses the liquid fray check.
Okay.
But she uses it for finishing, like on ribbon ends.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's a great idea.
That is a great idea. So Gail says she cuts her fabric to what she's needed and based scrap cotton fabric on all the sides.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So for a finish, she's stitching just around the, yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, got it. I thought I saw something else. Okay, so Steph from Just Keep Stitching is here.
Hey, Steph.
Hey, girl.
Woolly Sheep Stitcher says she is originally from Letcher County.
Oh, Letcher County. Yes, that's right by where I'm from.
Okay, yeah, that's what she just said.
Yeah. I would go home. Yep, I said Vico.
Yeah.
They went into Hazard to have me, but I'm from Vico.
Okay. See, my family moved from Italy straight to Hazard to work in the coal mines.
Yeah.
So I know that Hazard, but it's been forever since I've been there.
Well, I'll have to take you back.
I would love to go visit. Okay, so Steph is asking if we can explain the cross stitch board.
Oh, okay. So I have a cross stitch display board. I actually have 3 of them, and I've showed it on my floss tube. So, and there is a special edition that just does my cross stitch boards. So all of them. And
I sent that to my mom.
Oh, they're super easy to make.
She loves that idea.
And then I just use frames and I change out seasonal cross stitch, and you can put that board in a little wall. So let me see if I can. I don't think you're going to be able to see
it. It's like a long, skinny board. And
I'm trying not to make anybody sick. Sorry, hold on.
You're fine.
Okay, so right.
Yep, I see it.
Where's my finger? Right there is one of the boards that I have that's hanging on that tiny wall right there. So go check out my floss tube and you'll see all my boards. I show some seasonal stitching. My dad made them for us years ago. So my mom has one. My sister has, I think my sister has 2. I have 3. So they're a way to display seasonal stitching. And then I get frames, and you can use any kind of frame, but I will tell you some of the ones that I really, really like are the Pottery Barn ornament frames, and it does all the work for you. So, and they're in Pottery Barn right now. Pottery Barn Kids has them, and you just look under ornament frames, and there they are.
Yeah.
I have to give that a
I think
shot.
it's a great idea. Like I use my tree to hang the ornaments throughout the seasons,
Mhm.
but I love the board idea. You know, I think it's I love it. I love every time you switch them out and show them.
Thank
Should we
you.
do one of our giveaways now?
Sure,
Yeah,
we can
hold
do
on. Let me make
giveaway.
sure there's no more questions real quick and I'll catch up here. So Anna from Stitch Roadie says she has family in Monticello and Paris.
Yep.
That's like Lexington area. Lexington. That's not far. So Steph says, thank you. That's a cool idea. Such a neat idea. And Gina says, I love your boards.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I do too. Every time you switch them out or show them, I always send that episode or that floss tube number to my mom. So
Oh, thank you. I need
she's
to
like,
go
we need
grab my
some.
sisters, and I really want to show. My sister is like, she stitches 10,000 times faster than I do, but don't look at her backs. It's the running joke in our house that like her backs are a hot mess, and she's like, so like it does not bother her. It's so funny because she's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Look
So
how much
you
I
do
have
the
stitched. and
sewing
Look how much you
method?
have stitched.
You guys do the sewing method? How does she go so
No.
quick?
Nope.
I am not
We
a
use
fast
a hoop.
stitcher.
I use a hoop. She uses a hoop. I do stitch two-handed
Okay.
whenever I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I need to get her boards and I need to get all of her pieces that she's done. I might be able to try to get her to come on a floss tube, but I don't know. She might not. But she did say I could come get her stitching and do a floss tube with all of her stitching because she has a whole bin full to change out her boards and it's gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I would like to see it.
So Erin wants to know how many whips Michelle has.
That I'm gonna admit to.
Sure.
I bet you I know there's at least 50 whips in there.
Oh.
But now some of them went back on the shelf. So some of them I'm not currently working on. Yeah, but it doesn't bother me. And I know that like totally flabbergasted some people. My mom doesn't get it. She's like, "Why do you do that?" And I'm like, "Why not?" Like if I feel the need to start something, I start it.
Yeah.
And I may or may not get it done right away, but you can never finish it unless you start it.
Right. That's right.
So,
That's what I always say. A start is a start.
yep. And then I have some whips that are on the shelf that like I have Prairie Schooler, like the mini cards from Prairie Schooler. And
Yeah.
like I've stuck 6 of them in a bag and I've done one of them. So technically I've not started the other 5, but they're in the bag. They're all kitted up. They're ready to go. So I can just grab it off the shelf and do one.
Yeah.
So.
What about you, Delicia? How many whips do you think you have?
I think I started 11 when we had our crock pot retreat.
Right.
And I had 11 before that, but I finished probably 3 or 4. I'm going to say I have 15.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have kind of in the middle. I think I have about 23, 24 or something like that.
Okay.
It does kind of drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Like I've got one of the Hawk Run Hollows and I'm like, why did I even start that? I'm not even sure I like Hawk Run Hollow at this point. Like I don't want to move there. It's just, I don't know that I'll ever finish that.
Yeah. And that's okay. Just set it aside and work on what you want to work on now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or break it apart and do, I don't know how many blocks you've done, but if you've done 3 blocks, finish those 3 blocks. You know, change it. Don't do all of them. So I think the only one you couldn't do that would be the map of Hawk Run Hollow. You'd have to do pretty much close the map.
Yeah, or the map would be the end of the world map because you drop off. Hawk Run Hollow would be non-existent.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been really trying this year. I mean, granted, this year I was laid off and been working from home. So I had a lot more stitchy time. You know, I think maybe we all have, I don't know, but so I got a lot done. Like I think I started this year with you know, way too many whips, and I've dwindled it down to 20-ish. And I think I have about 40 some finishes this year.
That's
Oh, nice.
wonderful. That's
So
a,
and now that's counting smalls,
that doesn't matter. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
but it keeps me sane. So
So
Yeah.
on New Year's Day, will you guys do a New Year's Day start?
Yes. I have
Mom
two
and I,
already planned.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Michelle.
I have 2 already planned. I have 2 informal stitch alongs already planned. So, yep.
Yeah,
I don't
Mom
know
and I are
if we
going to
start them
start.
both on the same day.
Yeah.
I've got to
We're-
get mine started. I've got to figure out, because in order to stay in our contesty thing, I have to figure out what I'm doing and get it ready. So
You
I could
don't
be in
know. You
trouble
don't
on
know
New Year's
yet.
Day.
You don't know yet what you're going to start.
I know 2. I know
Okay.
2, but I mean, it's got to last me the whole year.
Yeah.
I can count like the whips that I have already now that I don't finish. So those will carry into next year, plus any new starts. But my new starts, I kind of need to get ready on those.
Yeah.
So what about you, Jennifer?
Well, Mom and I are going to start the Oh Joyous Day from Blackbird Designs.
I love
Oh,
Blackbird Designs.
We're going to start that New Year's Day, or that's the plan anyway. So
That'll be great.
yeah. And
That's
then
a pretty one.
Mm-hmm.
so my birthday is just right around the corner, so I'm trying to think what I want to start for that. So it's next week. It's the 29th.
So do you do, how often do you do a new start? Like, are there specific
Whenever
days?
I want.
Okay.
Same.
Miss, I've got 40 finished. I'll take that.
I do what I want. I stitch what I want when I want.
Yep.
Oh
But
my gosh.
I did join that What Whip group from Melanie. Melanie Watkins. She's on FlossTube. I forget. Is it Soulful Stitcher? I think.
No.
I'm not sure.
But she has a Facebook group, and it's called What Whip, and so I joined that this year, and that's helped a lot to get a lot of my whips, done. So that's been kind of fun. Let's see. Okay. So Tattletales and Pop Tarts, her birthday is the 29th. So is mine.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy
Can I
birthday.
ask what year? Maybe we were born on the same day. Okay. So did you want to do a giveaway, Delicia?
Sure. Can I,
Yep.
I will do, should I do mine first then?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I have this bag. Oh, tell them how we're going to do the giveaways before we do it.
Oh, I feel so old right now. Tattletales and Pop Tarts, 1982. So I was born in 75. So anyway, okay, go ahead, Delicia.
Well, tell about how we're going to do the giveaways.
Okay, so Delicia's going to show you guys what she has to do a giveaway, and then she's going to pick a word, and then the first person to say the word that pops up in the comments, I have a pen and paper, so I'm going to write down your name, and we want to list our email addresses in the comments?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's easy.
We'll do that, and then just let us know that you won, and I'll jot down the name, and the person that has the giveaway will mail it out to you.
Okay. This is a project bag by Whip It Up.
Woo!
It's very
pretty.
nice, and she's from Canada, so give her some love. And I think the word will be Binks. B-I-N-X, Binks, like Binks the cat. This is a Hocus Pocus one.
Okay.
And Jen, we can't see the comments in real time, so you have to look at them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I see. Do we do the first person that spelled it correctly?
No, well, no, I think,
Okay.
because I really don't know what the correct spelling is, so no.
Okay, so Amy, the first comment I see is Amy Sineva. I'm writing it down.
So
Congratulations,
congratulations.
Amy.
It's a really nice bag.
It's super nice.
Yeah.
What shop is it? What did you say the shop
It is
was?
Whip, WIP, it up. And since
Okay.
we were just talking about whips, that's perfect.
Are they on Etsy?
Yes, I believe she is.
Okay. So whip it up on Etsy.
Yeah. And let
Okay.
me see if I see her name. It's Julie, Julie Mertens, MERTENS.
Julie spell her last name.
MERTENS. Julie Mertens.
Okay. Maybe we can try to find the Etsy and link it in the comments.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a chart to give away.
Woo!
So, Jen, we're going to look for the word Merry, Merry, Merry. And it is, Merry Old Soul from Brenda Gervais. And let me take it out of the wrapper so you guys can see it without a glare. There you go. So, who has won Merry?
Okay, here we go. They just popped up. I need to scroll up to the top and find the first one. And it's Sariana Stitches. I'm writing it down.
Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so you'll just email Michelle. We'll put it in the comments. And sorry, I'm writing it down so we make sure that if you don't get in touch with us, maybe we can try to get in touch with you. So I did a giveaway on my floss tube, and I've only had 2 girls. My husband is trying to sneak by behind the phone and trying to be so quiet. But I only had 2 people that got in touch with me, so I still have. I don't, I guess I could comment on their comment.
Yeah.
And say, hey, I don't know them personally, so I don't know how to get in contact with them. But I'm trying to write it down so we all got this. So I guess I'll go ahead and give a giveaway since we're on a roll here. I have the Thankful Owls. Oh, I'm supposed to waka 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 waka.
Just so everybody knows, it's off on our cameras. So when we're putting it up to the camera, we think it's centered.
Yeah,
it's not. It's not. So
like I would hold it up like this, and you can't.
Yeah, you can't see it.
So I was showing the girls that I had stitched this.
It's so cute.
So there's the stitch piece. And
so what are they going to say?
I also have a piece of linen, and I made some floss rings.
Oh, nice.
So you can, for this one, give me the word bent for Bent Creek.
Okay.
I'm glad you specified what it was for.
Get bent. So let's see. I don't see any yet. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I got to get up to the top. So tapestry stitching.
I'm so glad you're the one that has to say these names and I'm not killing the names, because that's normally what I do. I normally murder everybody's name.
So tapestry stitching, where did your name come from? Tapestry, is that your last name, or because that's a cool name?
Yeah. Tape, or is it tapestry? Can you see it? Can you see her spelling on the?
Yeah.
That is, oh my gosh, her name has come out of my mind.
Her name's
She
Rachel.
does tapestry, like heritage stitchery. I'm pretty sure it's Rachel, right? Rachel,
Yes,
yes,
I just-
Rachel. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has a beautiful tapestry, like through the year she stitches like different things on it. It is amazing. You guys have to check her out.
Oh my God.
Amazing. And it's
Okay.
tapestry. So it's TAPESTREE stitching. And she is on Instagram and shows it. She also has a blog which will show, and she kind of tells like why she stitched the like whatever little medallion area that she stitched, like why she stitched it, why it was important to her. It's amazing. You guys have to check it out.
Okay. Nice.
I love that thought. And I was just watching, I told you guys before we start, Jean Fraser or Frasher. What is it, Michelle? What's the last name?
Fraser, I think.
And she recommended, you know how now people are saying on the back of their stitching, they'll put their name and the date.
Mhm.
And she said, you know, put a little history to it. And I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's like the
Mhm.
tapestry stitching. That's kind of, I mean, I love the thought of English tapestries and things. So I think that's very meaningful. And I
Oh,
love
absolutely.
adding
Piece
that to
is
the
geared to things that are important in her life and things that has happened. And she designs the little areas. They are beautiful. I want to say they remind me of like a Quaker area, but she has like the little Quaker, I'm going to call them Quaker boxes. That's not what they are, but
Okay.
Yeah.
and then she designs the inside of it. It is amazing. You guys have to check it out.
I
She
definitely
inspired
would.
me to do one for our life. I have done one block.
I just
have some
love
other
that.
ideas, but I haven't worked on it in a little while.
Can you
That's
imagine
one of the 50
passing that
whips,
down?
Erin.
Yeah.
When my,
But that's what I like about stitching is that I a lot of times will tweak the pattern to mean something special to me.
right.
You know,
I think
like
that's
I'll
so important.
like I'll make the man taller and give him a cowboy hat instead of a black rimmed hat. You know, because that's goes with us. You know, just even little tiny things like that. You know,
If you look at most of my women, they're redheaded.
yeah, absolutely.
I like
mean,
women to be redheaded.
yes. So I think that's great that we can do that with our stitching and kind of make a scrapbook
Yes.
of our, you know.
Oh, that's a
mean,
wonderful way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, I did
When
a
you think about the
windmill.
quilts, I mean, I like stitching because I love history. I
Yes.
love tradition. And when you think about even like my mama's coat that I showed, the coat of many
Yes.
colors, that is scraps of material, you know, that were laying around that means something or meant something to her. I just love that about stitching.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the same way. Like
I have another giveaway. So do we want to do another giveaway?
Oh yeah.
we can
It's about-
go.
We're going to go about an hour, did we decide?
Yes.
It's been 53 minutes.
Okay.
Because my children want to come home. I told them they weren't allowed to come home. So I still have one out. One is actually here. He's the oldest. He's actually being really, really good and quiet because I threatened him. And then one is on a trip with my husband to Mississippi to pick up a loader. And he was texting. Of course, he hasn't texted me hardly this whole trip. And now he's texting me. I'm like, because he asked me to go. And I'm like, I can't. I have a FlossGiving. And he's like, I don't even know what that is. Oh, well, he took our youngest. So our youngest.
Well, you know, when NBC or ABC or Netflix or somebody picks us up, he will know.
There you go. Okay, so where did Jen go? Jen,
hold on.
she had to go to the bathroom. She'll be back.
No, I had to let the dog out.
Oh, and
I'm
see,
sorry.
I let my dogs out all day today. So they are sleeping back here on my chair and they're so tired because they've been outside like barking at leaves all day. There was a method to my madness.
I did the same exact thing, and the husband was supposed to be watching them tonight, and he's in there on his PlayStation.
So, okay, another giveaway. All right. So, Jen, you're going to have to look at the comments.
Okay.
For this one, you're going to say house. And it is, whoops, Little House Needleworks. And it's a Christmas ornament with a house. It says Christmas. It's really cute. It's a chart.
It is cute.
So, you're going to say house.
House. House.
Yep.
Forget it, Jen.
Okay, let's see. Oh, man. I can't say her name.
Well, she's a beautiful girl.
Arla?
Is that Iceland Stitcher?
I'm
I'm not sure. I think it might be. I don't know. Is it? I can't. It's so small. I need to take off my glasses. It's so small.
Is it Erla? Your?
That's how I would say it, but I'm not sure. Yep, she said just say Ice Stitcher.
Yes. That's it. Ice Stitcher. That's it. She posts beautiful pictures of her area.
Yes.
So,
Wow.
yes,
I follow
knew that
her.
name when it came up.
This is really cool that we're getting to see all of these other people. I'm so excited to go check them out.
Yes. So,
Well, congratulations.
Okay. Yes, congratulations. We'll, like I said, if you weren't here earlier, we'll put our email addresses in the comment box.
Yep.
Delicia, you want to go ahead and do another?
Yes.
Did you have another one?
I have another one.
Okay.
And this is kind of a fall piece. And I think if you just say farm, and this is a Lori Holt. I swear I don't know how to make this go on here. Can you see that? This is Lori Holt.
No, I can't see it.
Go. Yeah, there you go.
This is Lori Holt,
Farm
Girl Fall.
Yeah.
Farm
I did
Girl Fall.
I stitched those. Those are in my dough ball.
Oh, I love that too. I started.
Yeah, you stitched them separate, didn't you?
Yes. I stitched them separate on the 10 count fabric. Super easy. They're really cute.
Okay.
Hey.
Again, you're gonna say Sariana Stitches.
Yeah. She's on the ball tonight.
I guess. Yeah, I
We're
think that's a good idea to do these for the dough bowl.
They're super fun.
Great idea.
I was going to show one, but I have my iPad holder, and y'all know I'm the one that did a floss tube with the iPad holder propped up, and then it fell in the middle of my floss tube. So, and I didn't edit it out. I totally left it in my floss tube. This is it, people. I don't edit. It is what it is. So,
I'm live on everyone. Like I don't do anything to them.
And when I film a regular floss tube, I don't even watch it before I post it, because if I do, I will.
It would never go
post
out.
it. I just boom.
I will often call things the wrong thing, like silly things. Like I'll be like, "Oh, let me take it out of the Q snap," and I'm holding a hoop, and I'm like, "What was I doing? I'm holding a hoop. I 95% stitch in a hoop. So I do have Q snaps, but why did I say Q snap? I don't know. So just ignore me on that. I do that all the time.
I think our brains are trying to get ahead of what we're saying.
Mm-hmm. My
old
brain,
age
but my lips
so I don't know.
keep moving.
Yeah. Okay, and I have one more giveaway. This is Foxwood Crossings Snowy Visitors.
I love those.
They're super cute. So I have these floss rings, and these are stitched on perforated paper, but I'm going to throw in some pretty blue linen if you would like to stitch it on that. And for this, say snowy. I got to write it down. I think everybody types the word at the same time, and then all of a sudden they go. So whatever is the first comment that is snowy is. Oh my gosh, it's Sariana Stitches again.
Oh, she's on the ball. I was trying to show Leo. Leo came to join me.
I saw him.
He's my youngest son's dog. He is obsessed with my youngest son. Loves him. He loves everybody, but like Jesse just makes him extremely happy. So Jesse is his boy. Is
I
like
have
I
two
like to say.
Yorkie poos, and one of them is asleep right here by me. She never leaves me.
Aw.
She warms my back every night.
Yeah, I can't help how the comments come in, but the last comment I got was purple hearts from Amy, and then Sariana Stitches says cute, and then Sariana Stitches says snowy. So she was the first one that said snowy. Like I can't control how the internet works.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
But you know what? Everything that I always try to do a giveaway in my floss tube.
I do too.
Yeah.
I won't be doing one between now and Christmas only because I had somebody win one 2 weeks ago and I just mailed it like yesterday and I'm so sorry. So it is headed to Australia now, but I just didn't get to the post office. So I don't want to go into the post office unless I absolutely have to that often. So just between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I'll go back to the first of the year. So
yeah.
There's
Chelsea-
Gail and Ada.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I sent out 3 charts from my floss tube 2 weeks ago, and one of the girls still has not received hers.
Wow.
So I need to check with her again. She asked me earlier this week if I had mailed it, and I said, oh, yeah. So I even went to the post office and mailed it. So I don't know.
Your package went on a vacay. So it's on vacay somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I hope that everybody gets their mail. You know, the mail has not come at our house all week until yesterday.
That's weird.
Yeah. And I get the little notifications in my email telling me, you know, what's coming, what's going to be in your mailbox. And I didn't get anything until yesterday.
I don't have anything like that, but I do have, I think I'm caught up. There is one person and they've tried to email me, but we just haven't connected on email, and it is count twice, stitch once. So if they are watching, please try me again because I don't have your address, and I'll mail it as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, I have somebody who's trying to come in the door, and I have a dog who's super excited to see that person.
Yes, I
So
totally
have
get
to
it.
bow out because my children probably need food or something silly like that.
Those aren't children.
I know, right? All right.
Yes.
Thanks,
Michelle,
guys. Thanks, everybody.
have a great
I'm sorry about the
weekend.
dog
I was
barking.
just going to say, have a great
Okay.
weekend, and I can tell you in person, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Stay safe.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye.
And I guess, Jennifer, you and I should say sayonara too. If everybody likes this and would
Sure.
like us to do it again, it was a lot of fun. And I really appreciate everybody, you know, just laughing and having a good time with us. So I'm going to bow out and say happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
And just so you guys know, Delicia is Kentucky Sass, and she can post this video after it posts to her page. So you can, you know, still share it with your community and, you know, answer questions there. You know, you'll be able to see all the comments, Delicia, when it posts. So, but yeah, this is the first time we've done this. So thanks for, you know,
supporting us,
being patient with us. So maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we'll do it again in the summer or something for, I don't know. You never know with us.
That's true, because we're not all there. But
No,
happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And Jennifer, thank you so much for making this happen.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for your idea.
We love you guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.